Hi, Julie here again. In part 3 of this image for Raven, we're going to have a little look at adding some lutes and some gradient maps to really bring this image into a whole new level. So we've already filled in the background, done a blur, added some texture, done some really simple lighting effects. So we're going to add to that. So if we come down to the adjustment layer panel here, and we're going to add a color lookup. So what these do is add a cinematic color toning to the image. The lookup tables themselves aren't editable, but we can change the blend mode and the opacity, and we can stack a few of them together to give us the look that we're looking for. So if you click on the 3D LUT file, there's quite a few that come as default with Photoshop. I really like this teal orange plus contrast. It gives a great cinematic look to it, but it is a little strong, so I often bring it back to say 70%. Another one that I really like, which can work as a great color, is if you go to the bleach bypass, and if you actually change that to soft light and drop it down, it gives you sort of a lighting effect onto your image. Now I'm actually going to just drop that below the teal green. So that gives us quite a different edgy, contrasty look to our image. Now you can stack more and more lookup tables on top of each other. You can use different blending modes, you can use different opacities to get the look that you want. You don't have to go quite so contrasty as what I've got here. You can make them more subtle. Now the final thing I'm going to do to this image is I'm going to put in a gradient map. Now a gradient that you put over the top, such as like we did with the lighting, just adds color on top of an image. A gradient map actually alters the tonal range within your image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at one that's got possibly some of the tonal ranges that I'm already looking at, such as something like this one, which has got the black through to that teal blue and to the white. And I don't want to leave it just there. What I actually want to do is probably change it to say soft light and bring that back a little bit. You may find that you don't want it on soft light, you might even want it on hard light or overlay. You can play with different ones. Screen is another one that you can put it on, and that will brighten everything up and desaturate it a little bit as well. So if I want to pop those colors back up again, I can add a hue saturation layer, and I can just grab with the little finger grabby thing here the greens, and I can just boost those greens and blues up. It's grabbing the cyans in this case. I'm going to grab the greens and I want to boost them up a little too. So that's boosting the color range that you've put in there. One more thing that I really like to do, and it's just a little trick. I'm going to pop in a solid color layer, and I'm just going to pick a teal green from within the image, and I'm going to change this to exclusion as a blend mode, and just drop it back to say about 20%, and that just gives that green back into the shadows. You can drop it down even further. Now if you decide that all of this is too much, you can come back in and start going through bit by bit, and you decide that that really is too much. I want to soften that off a little bit. You could decide that you want to change the blend mode, and you can try going through different blend modes and see if there's something that you like. perhaps you might like to change that to lighten. Same again with the gradient map, you can drop the opacity on everything. It doesn't have to be quite so strong. And that's it. So from the base image that we went from, we've actually come quite a long way, and it hasn't really taken too much effort. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and you grabbed your freebies with the Atmosphere pack. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.